Pang Lizi is very worried about you and takes action to help you become stronger. Introduction. Lili has become a chubby and unremarkable civet cat. After breaking up with his girlfriend, he obtained a spot on the comprehensive network and successfully became a comprehensive network player. However, it seems that his fecal diggers are in trouble. This may be a bit troublesome for him, but who makes him a good cat? Lili took out the treasure from his pocket and threw it away, saying, "Take it, you shovels. You have been strengthened. For the sake of a few trees, my cat cannot give up a forest." You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Scream. Scream. The wind swayed the trees left and right, and the yellowed leaves fell off the branches and onto the pile of leaves on the ground, covering a round and furry face. Meow meow, delicious and delicious. Lili, who was sleeping, opened his mouth and bit the fallen leaves, muttering happily while chewing, as if eating something delicious. Right here, right here. The chubby fox has been sleeping in here all along. When I fed him, I never saw him leave here. Shan, dressed in cool clothes, held the cage in her hand and said to her companions around her. A familiar place, a familiar corner. But where did the chubby fox go? In theory, he should be leisurely sunbathing here at this time. Can you say they came too early today and didn't come to Big Fat Lizard's meal? But I didn't see it. Where did he go? Said the girl who was holding up her selfie stick and taking pictures everywhere, speaking to her phone. Hello everyone, today is our graduation day. But our dear school didn't give us graduation gifts. But it's okay, the school doesn't give it away. We have our own hands and feet, we can go and get it. So today we plan to include the top fat cat in the college. A chubby and chubby beaver. As for how fat he is, everyone will soon know. Really? Then our little sister is really kind-hearted. Before leaving, she didn't forget to give her lovely stray cat a home. Yes, yes. Our anchor miss is really amazing. After hearing this, the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room were giving away free flowers while scrolling through the screen. Quickly, the popularity in the live broadcast room gradually increased. Seeing this scene, Xiaolinger expressed great joy. Just as her classmates were all worried about finding a job after graduation, she had already found her life goal. And we are still moving towards this goal. Shan, you just shout with your mouth. The chubby fox must not be able to hear you, he needs to take out his favorite thing. Tan Barong, with short hair, said as she saw her companions searching everywhere. I took out a can of foie gras and opened it directly. Suddenly, the leaves piled up next to it began to move. A strong and abnormally bulging beaver cat rushed out from the sky of withered leaves. Meow meow, a few kind-hearted breeders, why did you come here so early today to deliver food? My cat is not even prepared at all. Meow meow, if I had known you were coming, wouldn't I have gotten up earlier to pick you up? Lili, who rushed over at a speed of 10 meters per second, said and stopped in front of Tan Barong. But he didn't immediately open his mouth to beg for food. Instead, he rubbed the other person's pants legs with his round face and skillfully fell to the ground, revealing his big belly and meowing. As a cat that can eat anywhere. We must learn to give the breeders a taste of sweetness so that they can persistently bring food. Otherwise, if you ignore people like other cats, you'll be starving 9 times in 3 days. So, as a cat that understands human relationships and worldly wisdom, he fully grasped the psychology of each keeper. Let them not only get it but also not completely get it, using this elusive means to lead them. Pang Lizi, you still act coquettishly as usual. Come on. Let my sister touch it and see if you have lost weight recently. Tan Barong, who saw this scene happily, said and crouched down to scratch Li's big belly. Solid, fleshy. It seems like you haven't lost weight lately. Of course, Big Fat Lizard is a socialite in the cat world. I heard that there are several groups of people besides us feeding him, and it's strange that he can lose weight. Shan, holding the cage, put it aside. With a smile, he leaned over and caressed Li's raised back with his hand. How about you come with us, Chubby Fox? We have already graduated, and we can't come to feed you often in the future. If you don't come with us, you won't be able to see us in the future. Yes, big Chubby Fox. How about we guarantee you 3 meals in the future and have cat strips every time? Little Linger crouched down, holding up her selfie stick, trying to seduce the bad aunt of the children. Meow, what's going on? I'm just here to grab some food. Who told you I'm a stray cat? Although my poop collector has been feeling a bit sad recently due to a breakup and hasn't been taking care of me for several hours, the problem is that you found the wrong cat. Li, who was eating canned food, couldn't help but be stunned. Good guy, he said. Why these people came here so early today? Emotions want to include him. Although you like my cat and I am very happy, it is impossible for my cat to put a large forest for your few trees. Wow. This chubby plum is so cute and well behaved. Is he really a civet cat? I don't have any relatives civet cats. Yes, my rebellious son fights with me every now and then. I've never seen someone so obedient before. Yeah, and he's so beautiful. Look at the 2 small black dots on his ear tips, don't they look like a lynx? Not only that, but also take a look at his cheeks, a perfect oval shape. And that beautiful white glove, it's just my dream cat. Yes, he's really chubby and cute. I really want to take him home. Hurry up and tell me what kind of sack he likes. I'll go pick him up with my big labor now. The water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room looked at the chubby fox that anyone could touch, and then took a look at its appearance. They have prepared the burlap bag and are now in line to steal the cat. If you don't speak, Chubby Fox. I'll just assume you agreed, Shan said, and got up to pick up the cage. Prepare to give the chubby fox in front of you a home. But the next scene made her dumbfounded. The chubby fox in front of him suddenly started moving. Biting into the jar, he rushed out at a speed that the naked eye could not capture. Ah! Seeing this scene, several girls expressed that they were all foolish. And the water friends in the live broadcast room were also stunned, but then burst into laughter. Ha, I'm laughing to death. It seems that the anchor lady failed to abduct the cat and even got caught in a jar. Yeah, I finally understand how this chubby beaver came about with such a chubby physique. He didn't even forget to bring a can when he ran away, and there was no one left. Yes, it's so interesting. Miss, hurry up and chase after me. The chubby fox is running away and nowhere to be seen. 2 cats, how about me? Caught. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Don't run, chubby fox. Let's take you back to eat delicious food and drink spicy food. It's better than staying here wandering. Yeah, why are you running, chubby fox? The few people who reacted shouted as they chased after him. They never expected that the chubby fox would be so fat, but its running speed was not slow at all. Meow, I won't run with you anymore. Is my fecal cleaner still crying to death? He was already sad enough to be dumped by his girlfriend just now. I have to leave again. What if something happens? Li, who was being chased by the girls, muttered. Although he is now a cat, not a person. But we also need to emphasize the importance of righteousness, and we cannot abandon him when he is at his lowest point. Otherwise, the other person's foolish appearance may be hard to imagine. After all, the other party is now a fragile college student who has just graduated. Ding! Carbon-based creatures detected, meeting player requirements. Comprehensive website loading 1%. Just as Li was thinking this, a crisp electronic sound suddenly rang out in his ear. Meow, what's up? Li couldn't help but be stunned when he heard this, and then his left foot tripped over his right foot as he ran. With a stop sound, the entire cat rolled out, flying into the nearby bushes. Ah, Chubby Fox. The girls who caught up saw this scene, their pupils dilated. Quickly accelerated the speed. I'll go. I've heard about pigs flying forward all along before, but now it's the first time I've seen a cat flying forward. If it weren't for seeing how this chubby fox fell, I would have thought it was a big flower ball rolling. Who said it's not? But it's really rare for cats to roll like a ball in wrestling. Yes, I hope there's nothing wrong with the chubby fox. The water enthusiasts in the live broadcast discussed and said that today was quite an eye-opening. Big chubby fox, why are you running when you have nothing to do? We'll take you to have fun. Why do you think you're running? It's okay now, you've fallen, right? Shan Shan walked into the bushes and grabbed Lili, who was feeling dizzy after falling. Yeah, why are you running? We won't eat you. Tan Burong breathed a sigh of relief after touching Lili's furry body with both hands. Fortunately, there weren't any scratches, otherwise it would be ruined. Yeah, thanks to the fat he's been eating, it's buffered. Xiaolinger nodded and pinched Lili's big round face, saying. Fortunately, this lovely round face was not injured. It's really a blessing in disguise. Meow meow, the horse made a terrible sound. It distracted my cat, otherwise how could a cat fall at a speed of 100 meters 5 and 6 seconds? Lili, who came to his senses, cursed loudly. It was all because of that sound. If it weren't for that sound, he would have run away with a jar now. How could he have been caught by these girls? Alright, since the chubby fox has already been caught, let's take him away quickly. Yes, to avoid long dreams at night. At this moment, Tan Burong and Xiaolinger spoke up. Just open the cage directly. Meow meow, hey, you misunderstood. I'm not a homeless cat without a home, I have a home. Lili struggled to run away from Shan Shan when she saw this scene. But facing 3 people with 5 hands, no matter how strong he is somewhat powerless. He couldn't figure it out. How could this petite girl have such great strength? His cat weighing about 10 pounds couldn't break free. Although he didn't use his nails and mouth, it's too outrageous. Don't struggle, chubby fox. Although you are reluctant to leave school now, when you get home, you will know that we are doing it for you. Shan Shan said, clutching Lili's legs tightly with both hands. Yeah, big fat lizard, please calm down. Little Linger pinched Lili's neck and spoke. Quickly, throw it into the cage. His weight is really not growing in vain. Oh my god, my family's nearly 100 pounds of big golden hair is not as strong as him. Tan Burong, who was holding Lili's arms in both hands, said. The 3 of them stuffed Lili into the aviation box. Meow meow, it's over, cat. I've been caught. Poor pooper, you must wait for me to run out. Looking at the covered iron door, Lili felt numb. I never imagined that when I was a human in my past life, I never encountered a human trafficker. After becoming a cat now, people can still be abducted. Great, the chubby fox has caught him. Let's take him away quickly. Shan Shan said happily as she looked at Lili meowing inside the box. Aha, it's time to run away. But before that, let's talk to the other people who feed the chubby fox, otherwise they will worry if they find out that the chubby fox is not around. Tan Burong said, the chubby fox has been at school for so long. They are not the only ones who are envious, but now they have caught the chubby plums. Anyway, they should also tell others. Well, let me say something in the college group about jiaoshuyuan.com. Shan Shan nodded when she heard this, then opened her phone and prepared to talk to everyone. It's amazing, it's really amazing. Miss, it's really amazing. 3 girls managed to catch the chubby fox so easily. Yes, ladies and sisters are doing something good. The people who only feed stray cats are countless times stronger, and this is the real responsibility. The water friends in the live broadcast room saw Lili who was caught. They all spoke out one after another. "What are you three students doing? What did you stuff into the box?" When everyone was happy again, a serious voice came and instantly broke the atmosphere. The three people who heard the sound looked up and saw a middle-aged man wearing a Western Mountain suit and a pair of black glasses, with a somewhat serious face, walking over. He doesn't speak or smile, he appears to be a very serious person. At this moment, his gaze was fixed on the aviation box, his eyes almost bulging out. The hand placed in the pocket made a clattering sound. Upon seeing this scene, the three of them couldn't help but tremble psychologically, whispering and discussing. It's the teaching director. Why did he come over from the elderly? Yeah, should we be honest? To be honest, we can't hide it, Tan Burong whispered to the teaching director. Hello teacher, we're taking the chubby fox home. Teacher, you also know that big fat lizard has been living in the college for almost a year, wandering around without a fixed place. So we plan to take him home and give him a home. Yes, teacher. Do you also hope there are fewer stray cats in school? Shan agreed, looking carefully at the teaching director in front of her. Is this the wrong choice? This cat doesn't need to be saved. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, there are so many stray cats and dogs in school, the teacher hopes they can have a home, right? Nonsense. Hurry up and let the chubby fox go. Who told you that the chubby fox is a stray cat? The teaching director, who heard this, said with a black face, since the chubby fox lives in school, it is the cat in school. He helps the school solve the mouse problem, and the school will naturally raise him. Is the chubby fox being raised by the school? The three people who heard this couldn't help but be stunned. They had always thought that the chubby fox was a stray cat. As a result, the teaching director told them, is the chubby fox raised by the school? Yes, otherwise you would think how these cats survived during your winter and summer vacations. You made them drink the wind from the west and north, said the instructor, and he walked up to the cage and opened it. Meow meow, hello uncle. I knew there were still many good people in the world. Seeing Lili's cage opened, he quickly jumped out. Rubbing against the pants of the teaching director, showing off his belly while trying to please him. If it weren't for the other party's timely appearance, he would have been abducted. It seems that the little sister's cat abduction plan has already failed. Yeah, who would have thought that the school had these stray cats? Yeah, take a look at how many relatives this chubby fox has. It turns out he's feeding the school. The water friend who saw this scene couldn't help but speak up, although he said that the anchor sister did not successfully take the chubby fox away. But they were still very happy to learn that the chubby fox was being taken care of. If you three have nothing to do, then you should leave early, said the head teacher, looking at the chubby beaver on the ground with her belly exposed. Yes, the three of them nodded and looked at Lili on the ground. Couldn't bear to leave. Failed, it was really a failure. I didn't expect to be stopped even though I was about to succeed. Come with me, you chubby cat, the teaching director whispered as they watched Shan and her companions leave. Just walk towards the nearby corner of the wall. Lili saw it and quickly followed with small steps. He knew that this serious-looking and somewhat dark-faced uncle would bring him delicious food. As the teaching director of the college, he seems a bit reluctant to let go and doesn't want people to see his other side. It's almost here now. Why are you so careless today, chubby cat? Aren't you usually running quite fast? How could you still be caught by the little girl? If it weren't for me coming quickly, would you? You would have been caught and taken away. You wouldn't want to come home with me. I don't know why you chubby cat just likes to wander so much. The education director who came to the corner tore at the cat leash while educating Lili, who was squatting down. He tried to take the chubby cat in front of him, but after taking it away. The next day he ran out again, and after going back and forth a few times, he was too lazy to do so. Why don't you come over and take a look when you want to see him? And today happened to be nothing. As soon as he came over, he discovered that this chubby cat was about to be taken away by someone. Knowing the personality of the chubby cat in front of him, he directly spoke up to stop the three of them, which prevented the chubby cat from being caught. Meow meow, just to make one statement, my cat was caught by them because I was careless. Otherwise, it would be normal. I made them unable to catch me with both feet. Li stopped and licked the cat's paw, meowing. Alright, you should eat your food. I don't understand what you're saying, the head teacher said as he reached out and scratched Li's big round head. I can't stay here too long. It won't be good if I show it to the students later. Nowadays, students are not afraid at all. They have to pretend to be a little scared. Meow meow, so your old man's home decoration is really hard, meow. Li, who heard this, muttered back while eating. Quickly, a cat stick was licked up, and the teaching director squeezed and found it missing. He spoke up, you finished the small snacks I brought you, so you should find a tree here and lie down properly. Don't run around, otherwise you might be abducted again. Meow meow, don't worry, it's impossible for a cat to get caught twice. Li replied. It was just him who was careless, and anyone who changed his normal state wouldn't have been hit. Find a place to lie down quickly. A student is coming. I need to leave, said the head teacher, seeing a figure in the distance, and got up to leave. Meow meow, goodbye, uncle. Let's see you tomorrow. Li lifted his paw upon hearing this, then popped it out and climbed up the tree branch with both hands and feet. There have been a lot of students returning to school during this period, so he can't be targeted anymore. Ding! The comprehensive website is loaded 100%, welcome players to join. At this moment, the electronic sound in my mind rang again. Meow meow, Zone 1. Player. No, right. This cat has won the prize. Upon hearing the familiar vocabulary in this novel, Li said that the entire cat was feeling dizzy. Is there a mistake? According to the usual novel routine, shouldn't something like finding a book garden www.zhaozuiyuan.com happen to his poor fecal shovel official? After all, if the other party has just graduated from college and is facing various obstacles when looking for a job, and has been dumped by their girlfriend, it should be time to hang up. How did the other party find him? Thinking that his grandiose kitten doesn't have to worry about food and clothing, and that someone delivers food every day, it doesn't seem like he needs to be rescued or rescued. Ding! It was found that the player is using animal language, and the game is reloading the language. Dear player, hello. Please fill in your game name. Just as Li was lost in thought, the game began its next move. Meow, Li said without hesitation. Okay, dear Li, welcome to the big family of Zone 1. Now you can choose the following routes to enhance your strength. The cultivation route allows you to become an incredibly powerful monster, and even cultivate into a human form, but it requires a lot of time. Orc route, you don't need so much time to cultivate, you can have flexible hands and feet and a strong physique. But this may limit your potential. The technology route is to become a cat full of technology trees. What you need to do is to make yourself stronger through various technologies. Of course, this must be achieved when your lifespan is exhausted. As a cat, one can also have faith in the path of faith. You don't need to practice or use too much brain, you only need a large number of believers to possess terrifying power. The path of superpowers can be diverse and full of uncertainty. You may soar to the sky or be mediocre. Please choose carefully, as each creature's ability to stimulate different abilities. For will decide it's you. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, please confirm your path now, dear Li. Meow meow, this sounds like a difficult decision to make. Becoming a monster seems good, but the question is, who likes to practice? No, really can't choose. Upon hearing this, Lily began to analyze. Meow meow, are you following the orc route? It's not much different from monsters, and it's not acceptable to be treated as monsters in this world. Meow, as for calling it a tech cat. It sounds good, but where does my cat have its own laboratory? Forget it, I still like to lie down. Meow meow, choosing from one to another seems to only have the last one more reliable. Ding. Dear Lily, have you chosen the power route? Once confirmed, it cannot be changed. As Lily muttered, the electronic sound rang again. Meow meow, yes, sure. Upon hearing this, Lily nodded and heard an electronic prompt sound in his ear. After analyzing your body in the game, we have discovered that the abilities you can unlock are as follows. Hard skin, greedy stomach, sharp roar, swift as the wind, and subtle capture. Please select the ability you want to unlock. Note. There can only be one type of ability to choose. Players are advised to choose carefully as it depends on their strength. Meow meow, I know, I understand everything else. What does this greedy giant stomach mean? Lily curiously asked. He knew about this greed, and he also knew about the giant stomach, but when combined, he couldn't understand it anymore. Greedy giant stomach. A stomach that will never be satisfied and wants to devour all kinds of food. Unlocking this ability allows you to eat more food and gain a lot of energy. This energy will make you stronger, but the prerequisite is that you can eat a massive amount of food. Meow meow, originally, it was the ability to become stronger through eating. I like this ability, it doesn't require exercise or talent, just eating is enough. Lily couldn't help but feel his eyes lit up when he heard this. What is the most essential thing in this world? That's food. Especially in such a peaceful and stable place, what are you looking for? It's not easy to find food. With this talent, he doesn't have to worry about continuing to gain weight, and being able to become stronger is simply a win-win solution. May I ask if the player chooses greedy stomach? Meow, yes. Lily quickly nodded. Congratulations to the player for obtaining the ability Greedy Stomach. From now on, players will no longer be ordinary creatures. The game reminds players that they have 7 days to prepare for their first journey to another world. Please seize this 7-day opportunity and strive to become stronger. Meow meow, wait. Only 7 days left. Isn't it too fast? Lily, who was just feeling happy about becoming stronger, couldn't help but panic the next second. It's too fast for him to go to other worlds. He hasn't had time to work hard to become stronger yet. Is only 7 days really enough? Ding. It's not at all fast, dear player. 7 days is already the longest preparation time. And this is just a beginner task, it won't be difficult, players please rest assured. Meow meow, do I need to do anything? Do I have any tasks? How do I need to do them? Lily quickly spoke up and asked. Zonewang never issues tasks to players. In a different world, players can do whatever they want. This is the true meaning of the game, isn't it? However, players need to pay attention to one thing, which is that no matter what you want to do, you must always save your own life, because if you die in a different world, you will truly die. In addition, players also need to remember that the other world is not an impossible place. It's not a good thing to recruit too many enemies. Perhaps one day you will meet somewhere. Meow meow, that means there are also people who will become players where we go, right? Lily immediately reacted upon hearing this. Congratulations to the player for answering correctly. Zonewang is a place where all life meets. So wherever there is life, there will be Zonewang players. Meow meow, this is really not good news, it's just killing people along the internet cable. Lily muttered, after learning this news, what else dares to cause trouble recklessly? Isn't this enough for others to chase from one planet to another, from one plane to another? Players, please prepare as soon as possible, the countdown to the game is starting. Meow meow, got it, got it. It's really verbose. Lili yawned and jumped off the tree. Since there are still 7 days left for the game, he needs to eat more and develop well. So, without delay, let's go to the girls' dormitory for a break. No female college student can resist it, he's the cute cat. Thinking of this, Lili immediately quickened his pace. Walk towards the girls' dormitory. I didn't expect that the chubby fox was actually raised by the college. Let's go to Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com, and we didn't get anything, so we left empty-handed. Tan Burong spread her hands on the grapevine path of the college, feeling a bit regretful. I can't say that, at least we know this news this time, can we rest assured? Xiaolinger smiled and looked at the tens of thousands of fans added to the live broadcast room, very happy. Who said there was no gain? Isn't adding so many fans to her live broadcast room the biggest gain? Yes, we can still come and see the chubby fox frequently when we have time in the future, Shan Shan nodded when she heard this. Well, that's the only way to do it, Tan Burong sighed as their backs grew further and further apart. Meow meow meow, at the entrance of the girls' dormitory, a chubby and chubby fox squatted at the door. With a small gaze that could melt people's hearts, I looked at the dormitory management ant who was also standing in front of me. Big fat lizard, pets are not allowed to enter here. Although you are cute, it's impossible for Auntie to open this door for you, you know, said the pitiful little eyes as she looked at the dormitory manager for a few seconds. Meow meow, if you don't let me in, Auntie, could you bring me something delicious? Can you bear to watch me starving here? Upon hearing these words, Lili immediately used his trump card. After a brisk walk, I ran over and rubbed against the pants of the dormitory manager, revealing my big belly. With a pitiful voice shouting, there were hardly any women who could not give him food with this move. Okay, don't pretend to be pitiful. I'll go get you something to eat, but you can't come in. The fact was similar to what Lili had in mind. Auntie couldn't bear it in just 2 minutes. I ran straight into the dormitory to get some food. Wuben Cat is a real cat. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Meow meow, indeed, a cat that can act coquettishly has the best fate. Lili, who saw this scene, lazily lay down and looked at the dormitory management ant who was going to get food, very satisfied. Indeed, this move is the most effective against women. Meow meow, shameless guy. At this moment, a sharp voice came from the bushes under the steps. Then a lion cat with mandarin duck eyes appeared in Lili's sight. At this moment, Feng Zheng looked disdainfully at Lili with a proud expression on his face. It's like looking at a piece of garbage. Meow meow, isn't this the lion and cat brothers who have been wandering around girls' dormitories all year round? Why did you come out to beg for food today? Faced with the other person's disdain, Li adjusted his lying position slightly and greeted him. I didn't pay any attention to what the other person said, after all, if I could get angry over such a small matter. His life of lying dead for so long is also considered a waste. Meow meow, do you think I'm just like you, shamelessly pleasing humans? I'm not coming out to beg for food, I'm coming out to wait for humans to confess. The lion cat proudly said, a handsome cat like him. Humble humans will voluntarily surrender. He doesn't need to show off to humans like this humble and shameless guy in front of him to get something to eat. Meow meow, really? You are so powerful, you have the ability. When you become a bitch, you also set up a memorial archway. My cat is not as hypocritical as you. Li said, and immediately got up from the ground to meet the housekeeper ant who came with Mantu. This has all fallen to the point of wandering and begging for food. This cat is still so proud, and he doesn't know where the other person's confidence comes from. Without human feeding, the other party would have starved to death long ago. Meow meow, what are you talking about? You chubby cat. Are you looking for a fight? The pain-poked lion cat immediately exploded and stared fiercely at Lili. Meow meow, fighting. You're the only one. You're not enough for me to beat you both, why don't you come and try? Lili sneered at this and even wanted to fight him. The opponent's 5 scumbags are not enough for him to draw. Is the other person's brain congested? Surprisingly speaking such a ridiculous thing, do you know who is the god of war among cats? Meow meow, do you think I dare not? The mocked lion cat became even angrier and let out a hysterical voice. Don't fight, what are you two little guys trying to do? The dormitory manager aunt who came out heard the commotion and immediately stomped her foot. How could she go to get a mantu? The 2 cats quarreled. He still looks like he's about to take action. Meow meow, you're lucky today, there's a human protecting you here, otherwise I'll definitely beat you to the ground and look for your teeth today. After seeing the dormitory maid come out, the lion cat spoke harshly. I turned around and left. Meow meow, did you hit me all over the ground looking for teeth? It's such a big breath, I'm so scared. Lili spat out his tongue disdainfully when he heard this. Then, he flattered and rubbed against the legs of the dormitory manager. Come on, you fat guy, eat mantu quickly and stop rubbing. The ant who was rubbing her legs squatted down to touch Lili's brain pocket and said indulgently. Auntie doesn't have any meat dishes for you to eat here, so she helped you dip some lard. You just make do with it and eat some. Next time, Auntie will buy you dried fish to eat. Meow meow, that's really great, thank you kind aunt. Lili happily said, lightly rubbing his tail against the hand of the dormitory manager. This made the dormitory manager even happier, touching Lili's big head to remind her. You chubby guy, don't provoke that bad cat, you know. That bad cat has a bad temper. It won't be good to be bitten by him later. Let's try to avoid getting hurt as much as possible to survive. Don't compete with such bad cats for food. If you're hungry, come find your aunt. She will prepare food for you. Meow meow, Auntie Ami Tofu, you're really a good person. Lili's eyes couldn't help but brighten upon hearing this. As expected, hard work pays off, and all his efforts come in return. Look. Now another meal has been lit up. Take your time, fat cat. Aunt has to clean up, said the housekeeper aunt who took her hand from Lili's head and put down 2 mantu. Meow meow, okay. Lili, who was eating mantu, nodded his head and watched the housekeeper leave. After that, 3 or 2 people ate up 2 old mantu. Then, he felt a warm current coming from his stomach. Flowing all over his body, he almost screamed out in comfort. Meow meow, this is the greedy giant's stomach. It feels great, but after eating, it feels like it hasn't eaten yet. It seems like we have to go to the cafeteria and lie down. Li, who scratched his stomach with his paw, muttered and walked towards the cafeteria. There are many students in that place, and as soon as he lies down there, many people will bring him food. Zhaozuiyuan.com. The most important thing is that he no longer has to worry about not being able to eat this time. With the ability to have a greedy stomach, no matter how much food he eats, he feels like he can eat it. What a chubby civet cat, is this raised by that senior. At the entrance of the cafeteria, he looked at Li, who was sitting like a statue of a stone lion. The new student asked curiously. This cat is too well behaved, surprisingly sitting so obediently at the door. What does it mean to be raised by a senior? He is the senior. The student with a new student smiled and said, this is a famous cat in our school. Everyone calls him Big Fat Lizard. He is one of the best-tempered cats in the school, and anyone can touch him. Really? The new student's eyes couldn't help but brighten upon hearing this. They had never seen such a well-behaved and honest civet cat before. Especially the oval-shaped face of the other person makes their hands itch. Yes, but if you want to touch it, why don't you go buy something to eat? If you touch him empty-handed, it's okay to touch it once, but he won't touch it for you the second time. The senior student in charge of the team said, squatting down and raising his hand, "Come on. Big fat fox, come hold your hand. Later, I'll bring you something delicious. Meow meow, do you remember? Don't tease me here, otherwise I'll send a few dead mice to your dormitory tonight." Lili muttered to himself when he heard this and lifted his paws. He has already given the other party face, they cannot play with him. Wow! The chubby fox is so well behaved. Yeah, it's just my dream cat. The freshmen who saw this scene couldn't help but light up their eyes, and they didn't expect the fox cat in front of them to cooperate so well. It seems that they can masturbate cats for free in the future. Life is often not smooth sailing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Alright, everyone, come and see Big Fat Lizard later. I'll take you to take a look at the dormitory now. Our college is very large, and it's really hard to explain for a while, said the senior who saw this scene and left with everyone. Meow meow, these few hundred people have left something to slaughter, why did they all run away? My cat has turned white here, hasn't it? Lili couldn't help but mutter as he looked at the crowd leaving in a grand manner. Then he blinked his cute big eyes, staring at the passing students. The main feature is to randomly ask for food and see if there are any kind-hearted older sisters or brothers who can enjoy it. The Pang Lizi, why did you come to the cafeteria door today? Look at your grievances, how long has it been since you had a meal? Soon, the first investor appeared. The girl wearing glasses looked at Lili, who was sitting upright with a pair of watery big eyes blinking. Take out the sausages you want to eat from the bag. Seeing this scene, Lili immediately stood up and started working. First, he rubbed against the other person's pants legs, then flipped his belly and meowed, a smooth begging process that made the girl very happy. Obediently gave the sausages to Lili and left him a napkin made of disposable handkerchiefs. Meow meow, indeed, the beautiful ladies are all beautiful and kind-hearted, but I don't know if the next one will be the little sister or the big brother. Lili continued to wait as he nibbled on the sausages. After a successful start, things went much smoother. Students passing by put mantu, octopus balls in small boxes, leftover hand-grasped cakes, fried chicken wings, steamed rice, crispy baked steamed buns, hot dry noodles, and half of the soup and rice anyway. These diverse food items are scattered all over the place, looking just like the vendors at flea markets. Meow meow, sure enough, there are still many good people in this world. Lili licked his lips and started eating as he looked at the food on display. First of all, he focused on the unfinished hot dry noodles, as well as food such as hand-grasping cakes. First, solve the large ones, so that there will be space on the ground. And the students who passed in front of him saw him, and there was only a little food left. Maybe I'll go back and buy him sausages, that's the art of begging for food. Regarding how to beg for a living. As a cat wandering around in school, he is quite adept at handling it. After finishing, the most important thing for a begging cat is to throw away the garbage that should be thrown away. Otherwise, too much garbage will be left behind. If you were seen by the cleaning lady at school, then they will keep this matter in a notebook and settle accounts with you later. So, it's important to tidy up the plates after finishing dinner. This is also the secret to why he can get along well in school. For example, now there is a cleaning lady staring at him, more precisely, the garbage in front of him. As a cat, he can feel the anger emanating from the other person. That is an indescribable, unclear but dangerous aura. But as he threw all the garbage on the ground into the nearby trash can, this cleaning lady's gaze is no longer so dangerous. The Pang Lizi is really a civilized cat. Although he has seen it many times and threw away the garbage after eating, he still finds it unbelievable. Yeah, I heard that the civet cat has human nature and high intelligence. It's only with the chubby civet that I've seen it. The students who came to the cafeteria for dinner saw Lili, who was littering back and forth. Unable to help but stop in place and sigh. Meow meow, it's time to rush to the next cafeteria for dinner. However, Lili, who was being discussed by everyone, didn't stay here much longer. Biting a disposable handkerchief, he took small steps and ran towards the other cafeteria. He has eaten enough this time, if he continues to eat it. It's easy for everyone to notice something is wrong, so we have to eat a meal and change places. Although no one will notice him as a little kitten, it's hard to guarantee that there will be someone who has a spare egg to hurt. Ha! Big fat fox. Not long after Lili left, the students who came out of the cafeteria with food looked at the empty door and couldn't help but be stunned. Why did the chubby fox run away when he only had a meal to eat? He even mentioned buying a bun for the chubby fox to eat. It seems that the chubby fox doesn't have this blessing anymore. Thinking of this, the student couldn't help but sigh. Then he left with his bun in hand. At the entrance of another cafeteria, Lili was biting a disposable handkerchief. After putting down the handkerchief, just squat down and blink your big round eyes, staring at the students passing by. Big chubby fox, you're so cute. Why didn't you come with a can in your mouth today? Did you exchange it for a disposable handkerchief? In less than 3 seconds, a passing girl was attracted and asked with a smile as she looked at Lili. Meow meow, my rice bowl was picked up by the tattered grandma. Miss Xiao's Huyuan.com, the fish ball skewer in your hand seems to be very fragrant. Can you share it with me? Li, who was asked, threw herself on the little sister's lap. Blinking his eyes, he gazed at the fish ball skewers in the other person's hand and licked his lips crazily. The other person doesn't understand his words, so you should know what he wants from his eager big eyes, right? Do you want to eat fish balls? Big chubby fox. The little sister who saw this scene shook the fish balls in her hand and asked. Meow meow, yes, yes. Lili nodded his brain bag and replied. It seems like you really want to eat it, but be careful not to scald it. The little sister smiled and handed the fish ball to Lili. Seeing this scene, Lili didn't hesitate and opened his mouth and started gnawing on it. Indeed, begging at the entrance of the cafeteria is a correct decision. If you were to beg in the dormitory, it would not be fresh and it would be easy to be kicked out by the dormitory management. Just as Lili was immersed in the beauty of being fed, a voice shattered his imagination. Big chubby fox, why did you come here again to get something to eat? You're already overweight, do you know? Yeah, everyone passing by should stop feeding the chubby fox. Our animal club specializes in feeding him. The weight of the chubby fox has now affected his physical health. We hope that after seeing him, everyone will not be confused by his cute appearance and give him something to eat. Wearing school uniforms and college clubs, 2 female students raised their loudspeakers and shouted. This movement quickly caught the attention of the students. Meow meow, don't go too far, hey. The thing you fed to the chicken is almost the same, I can't eat enough at all, okay. Lili couldn't help but curse when he saw this scene. There is no place for me to stay here, but there is a place for me to stay. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, how did he get there? Where did this group of people follow? Is it easy for him to beg for a meal? This senior sister's weight is very dangerous now. Next time you see him being cute, don't give him heavy oil and salt food. Yeah, even if he pretends to be pitiful, he can't be soft-hearted. 2 students from the club said to the little girl holding fish balls, and then took out transparent glue and a piece of paper from the bag and pasted them on the wall. The above is a picture and a paragraph. This cat is excessively obese. For the health of the cat, please do not feed it privately. We are feeding it. Attachment. Photo of a chubby fox. Meow meow, you're going to exterminate everything. Li couldn't help but widen his eyes when he saw this scene. Good guy, in order to prevent someone from feeding him, we even made a poster specifically. Is it necessary for these guys to behave like this? How could he receive such preferential treatment? Ha ha ha, I'm laughing to death. The chubby fox can't get any more food now. Yeah, the chubby fox is finished. Have you considered going back with your sister? Sister, take care of you. Yes, I'm willing to support you too. As long as you speak up, my sister will go out and rent a house immediately. Seeing the notice posted, the students around couldn't help but burst into laughter. Meow meow, a group of guys who gloat at it falling into the well, don't think posting notices everywhere in school would be useful. My cat's power is not just that. Li muttered after seeing this scene, finishing the fish balls and rubbing against the little sister's pants legs in a few bites. He took small steps and ran away. If he didn't stay here, there would be a place for him to stay. He went to the nearby community to hang out, and there were also kind-hearted little sisters feeding him there. Don't run, chubby fox. Come back quickly. Our club has purchased a cat treadmill, come with us to lose weight. Yeah, only when you lose weight can you eat more delicious food. Come back with us quickly. The students of the club immediately caught up with us. After a turn, there was no chubby beaver in front of them, leaving an empty dead end. The chubby fox ran away again. He looks fat, but he runs very fast. He's just a flexible little chubby guy, the two of them muttered, leaving helplessly. Meow meow, do you still want me not to eat? Isn't this preventing me from living? Do you know what a tabby cat is? Li, who jumped off the wall, sneered and looked behind the passing cars. He quickly ran towards the opposite community, where Blue Sky University is located in the bustling city area. The least lacking in the vicinity are the community and cat lovers, who wander around freely in the nearby community. You can find dozens of feeding points. Where is there free cat food to eat, not to mention free cat shelter? Occasionally, if I get tired of a certain type of cat food, I can still take turns to change my taste. Of course, there are also dangers in such communities. It is not recommended for ordinary cats to wander around inside, otherwise they may encounter local stray cats and be easily beaten. And stray cats are only the smallest danger, and even more dangerous are the stray dogs wandering around here. And unlike stray cats, stray dogs gather in groups of 3 or 5, and once they encounter them, if you don't climb the tree roots or get under the car, it's easy to be attacked by them. Of course, this is all for ordinary cats. For a cat like him, as long as he is careful, it can be completely ignored. After all, he grew up eating meat and was physically strong. As long as he didn't encounter any siege, he could still run away at any time. Who makes ordinary stray dogs sick all over? Is it just a bony person? Except for a few stray dogs who have just run out and are even fatter, their true combat effectiveness is limited. In addition, these communities are all managed by security personnel and will not be allowed to enter. So, as long as you leave the street and enter the community, it is still very safe. Unless it's an old community without property management. And the place he is coming from now is a relatively new neighborhood, which is not too resistant to stray cats, and the people here are also relatively young and caring. Otherwise, running to an old neighborhood and encountering bare kids and some elderly people who don't like cats would be bad. Another major reason is that it is not easy to be poisoned while eating in this new community. After all, this city is so big. What kind of crazy guy do you have? He has seen cats belching after eating poisoned cat food. It can only be said that this world is too crazy to take action against these cats. What are the unpleasant and crazy ideas to deal with the culprits? What is the ability to bully these cats? Meow meow, fat cat, how did you come over? Li had just entered the community when a familiar voice came from the bushes. Looking for Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com, a hawksbill poked its head and stared at Lili. Meow meow, unfortunately, I was targeted by the students in the college because I was too fat, so I had to run outside to eat. They have already posted a notice inside the college that they cannot feed me, so I can't starve to death there, right? Seeing a familiar cat, Lili greeted him, meow meow, how is the situation in the community lately? Is there no bad guy taking medicine? Meow meow, this is not the case. The humans here keep all the rice bowls under surveillance. No one would do such a thing. Hawksbill spoke and looked at Lili's chubby body. Meow meow, didn't you say you have time to take me to the academy to see? When will you take me? Meow meow, later, I won't be able to go back recently, and I won't be able to grab any food. After a while, I'll be stronger, and you can come with me. Lili received the intelligence he wanted and walked absent-mindedly towards the place where cat food was distributed. Having a familiar cat here is good, as you can get the intelligence you want without worrying about getting caught. Meow meow, then you must remember. The hawksbill reminded Lili, who was eating cat food in a plastic box. There are many dogs lurking near the community, and he dare not go out casually. Only the chubby cat in front of me is not afraid and dares to walk around. He can only rely on the other person to return to the place he once knew his master. Meow meow, don't worry, you stay in the community obediently, protect yourself, and wait for me for 10.5 days. I'll beat up all the dogs around me, and you can rest assured to come out. Lili, who had finished eating cat food, said, this newly built community is really good. The meat powder contained in cat food is much higher than that in other communities. 8 small stature, pretend to be with me. You are listening at novel full.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, meow meow, really. Then I'm waiting for you. Fat cat. The hawksbill happily said upon hearing these words. Meow meow, where else can I get cat food? I've been growing my strength lately and I need a lot of food. Lili said absent-mindedly, and now he just wants to eat. As for other things, we need to say it later. Meow meow, yes, yes. Fat cat, come with me. Hearing the hawksbill here, he ran towards the pavilion not far away. Upon seeing it, Lili immediately followed up. Subsequently, several plastic boxes filled with cat food appeared in his sight. Meow meow, not bad, with these boxes of cat food, my strength can increase a lot. Lili was very satisfied and prepared to take steps to eat. At this moment, a black shadow rushed out. Meow meow, what are you doing, chubby cat? This is not your territory, you put your paws back on me, said Lili with a slightly threatening gaze. Meow meow, of course this is not my territory, but it's also not your territory, right? This is a human community, do you want to occupy land for the king? Lili looked at the black cat that appeared and said disdainfully, meow meow, if you really have the ability, go and deal with a few nearby stray dogs first. Don't stay in the community all the time, like a shrunken turtle. Meow meow, I don't have the ability, but if you have the ability, go ahead. The black cat who heard this said, looking at Lili and speaking, did not follow Lili's words. Clearly aware of the strength of several dogs outside. Meow meow, I was planning to go, but I need to have some food first. You wouldn't want to fight me if you stood in front of me, would you? Lili felt a little disappointed when he saw the other person not being deceived. I quickly adjusted my strategy. After hearing these words, the black cat looked at Lili's strong physique and the fierce light in its eyes slightly narrowed. Meow meow, I'm not in the mood to fight you. I just came over to warn you not to come over here to deceive the cat. Don't come over every now and then to grab food. You're not welcome here. Meow meow, I know, I don't come here every day. Can't I come over for a change in a few days? Besides, everyone is a cat, why are you so biased towards me? Li, who walked around the other person and came to the plastic box, took a big bite of cat food and said, "Meow meow, I won't eat these things for free. After a while, I'll go beat up those dogs. Let him know our strength, and they will be more honest in the future." Meow meow, yes, the chubby cat is really amazing. He must be able to deal with those dogs. The hawksbill next to him said. Meow meow, you were deceived by him. Besides being fat, how could this chubby cat be so powerful, said the black cat disdainfully. If it weren't for fear of getting hurt, he would have taught the chubby cat in front of him a lesson. Running here to kidnap his little brother is really despicable. Meow meow, how powerful I am, I dare not boast on my own. However, when I enter and leave your community, I am still casual, and I haven't seen those stray dogs coming to trouble me. Li paused and said, Meow meow, is this just a little skill much stronger than you? Meow meow, humph. Let's wait until you really beat those stray dogs away. The black cat said and then left. Meow meow, is he seriously ill? I don't seem to have offended him, have I? Li, who had finished a few plastic boxes of cat food, asked the hawksbill beside him. This guy feels very hostile, I'm afraid he's mentally ill. He just comes here occasionally to grab a meal, and doesn't grab his territory or sleep with his wife. As for that. Meow meow, the hay is like this, just get used to chubby cats. I'll take you to other places to eat, said the hawksbill. Meow meow, wow. Li listened happily. Half an hour later, Li walked out of the community, swaying and swaying. The people in the new community are truly compassionate. 10 pounds of cat food were scattered everywhere like free money, but fortunately he came over to eat it. Otherwise, if this food couldn't be eaten, wouldn't it be wasted? Wong, stop, you chubby cat. Just as Li was thinking this, a noisy barking of a dog came from beside him. As soon as he lifted his head, he saw a big guy with a strong and imposing aura, looking at him with high toes. Meow meow, what's wrong? What's up with the little dog? Is your owner around? Li, who was stopped, glanced around and couldn't help but raise the corner of his mouth. I just told little hawksbill that I'm going to beat up stray dogs, and now a little guy with no long eyes is coming to my door. Coincidentally, clean up the other party and make their eyes shine a bit. Do you know who can provoke them around here? Who can't provoke? However, before that, we still need to take a look and see if the other party's fecal removal officer is available at the book garden www.zhaoshuyuan.com. After all, he works around here and still needs to pay attention to his image. Wong, not here, what's the problem? Asked the octopus dog. Does this chubby cat know now that it's scared? It's late, there's no owner here. No one will save him. Meow meow, of course not. Li smiled and said, lifting his paws. Wong, what do you want to do? Upon seeing this scene, the octopus couldn't help but widen its pupils. The lower body let out some uncontrollable water. How dare this guy? He is a fierce dog. The other person is just a cat. Meow meow, of course it's what you think. Li jumped up and patted the face of the 8-brother dog. Dare to look down on him, right? Dare to look down on him, right? Dare to speak to him in this tone, right? Everyone who is older than him is going to get beaten up. Where does this little dog come from with such confidence? Wong, help. The beaten starling let out a scream and turned around wanting to escape. But he was slapped by Li and directly knocked to the ground. Meow meow, now you know how to shout for help. What did you do just now? Do you know who the boss is? Dare to jump in front of me, even you with short legs deserve it. Wong, I dare not. I dare not. I dare not again next time. Meow meow, is there another time? It seems like you haven't been beaten enough yet. Lili slapped the other person's swollen face a few more times before stopping. Meow meow, do you know how to highlight my eyes in the future? Don't hit the nearby cats, don't let me know that I'll beat you once. 9 Convenience store gold sales. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, wong wong, got it. Big brother cat. The beaten and bruised guy nodded and said, this cat is too fierce, isn't it? 2 slaps are like brooms. He had not yet regained his senses when he fanned the other person without even knowing the sky and earth. Meow meow, just understand, don't stand so high and talk to me next time, it makes me very uncomfortable. Lili said, then turned around and left. Hurry up and run while there's no one around now, otherwise if someone sees you later. Disrupting his easygoing cat image. It's not easy to deceive people into eating, after all, a fierce cat can make people afraid. Woo woo, after seeing Lili leave, the octopus cried and pinched his tail to find his own fecal removal official. If he had known the other party was so fierce, he would have brought the fecal shovel official along. Welcome. A crisp electronic sound sounded at the entrance of the convenience store, and then Lili's figure appeared in the sight of the cashier girl. And Lili didn't come in either, just sat silently at the door. Blinking pitifully, I looked inside and occasionally lowered my head, revealing a look of being so hungry. The beaver cat outside is so pitiful. Do we have any food that is about to expire here? The cashier lady, who was looked at for a few minutes, said she couldn't bear it anymore. Do you want to feed that chubby beaver? The older ant beside her heard this and looked at the figure squatting at the door, saying, don't deceive him. This chubby beaver is a habitual offender. He often comes to the door to cheat. If you don't believe it, you'll find out later. Someone will feed him soon, and we don't need to feed him at all. It's better to put aside your sympathy. If you don't even have money, don't spend it recklessly. This little girl just arrived, I wonder what this chubby cat looks like. But she knows very well. On begging. There aren't many cats in this area that are more powerful than him. Does this girl still want to help this chubby cat? It's better for the other party to care about themselves first. Ah. Is this civet cat like this? The cashier lady couldn't help but be surprised when she heard this. Otherwise, how do you think he got out of this fat dart? Auntie smiled and looked at the 2 young and beautiful figures approaching Lili. She said to the cashier lady, you see clearly. Look at how this fat cat tricked him into eating. His methods are so clever. Did you cheat me? The cashier girl immediately widened her eyes upon hearing this, and saw that 2 beautiful women had already walked up to Lili. Lili quickly and skillfully rubbed his legs against porcelain. After seeing it, the 2 beauties smiled brightly and masturbated Lili's big belly. Although I can't hear them sitting in the store, what exactly are they talking about at the door? However, looking at the appearance of the 2 beautiful women, they have already fallen into the trap, most likely to come in for consumption. Yes, you see. This chubby cat is so skilled at begging for food, and then these 2 beauties will come in to buy him food. So you don't have to worry about him getting hungry. As long as he stays at the door, there will be customers buying food for him one after another, explained the ant beside her, looking at the beautiful woman who stood up. We are ready to start collecting the money. Mimi, please wait here for a moment. The 2 of us will go in and buy you something delicious. Yeah, Mimi, don't run around. If you run around, you won't have any food to eat. The beautiful woman who opened the door reminded her and walked in step by step. Meow meow, I'm not leaving, I'll wait for you to come out here. Lili, who heard this, said and watched the 2 of them enter with her chubby paws. What do you think Mimi likes to eat? I don't know, let's buy him some ham sausages and the like. I remember cats like to eat these things. The beautiful woman hovering in front of the container, scrutinizing the snacks and discussing, neither of them has ever owned a cat. What should be fed to the cat? I'm really not sure. Are you two trying to feed the chubby cat at the door? So I have some food recommendations. Just when they didn't know what to buy, the cashier lady walked over. Oh. What do you recommend? The beautiful woman turned around and asked. A chubby cat like him is not recommended to eat food with heavy oil and salt. We have fast chicken breast and chicken intestines for fitness here, which I think would be very suitable for him to eat, the cashier lady explained with a smile. This way. It sounds reasonable. That's right, then buy him this, the two beautiful women thought for a moment and replied. How many chicken breasts do those two want? How many chicken sausages do you want? The cashier asked in front of the fresh keeping cabinet. How many pieces? The two of them thought for a moment and looked at the door, behind their pitiful and chubby heads. 2 pieces of chicken breast and 2 pieces of chicken intestines, he said. Okay, may I ask if there is anything else I need? Asked the cashier, who took the chicken breast and chicken sausage. Zhaoshuyuan.com, help each of us get a bottle of coconut water again, said the beautiful woman who heard this. Okay, the cashier nodded and went to get the drink. Auntie, is this Mimi at the door a stray cat or is it kept by someone? Yeah, he looks so pitiful. While the two beauties were waiting, they also inquired about Lily's situation. How could a chubby and cute Mimi like this guard the convenience store door begging for food? It's really sad to see and tear to hear. Two beautiful women, are you talking about this chubby cat? I'm not sure if he's a stray cat, but he's been begging here for more than half a year. It could be from a nearby community, or it could be raised by students in the college, said the aunt with a smile upon hearing the words. Young people nowadays have such great hearts that they can't bear to see cats and dogs wandering around. Is that so? Auntie, could you please help us pay attention next time and see if he has a master? Yeah, if he's a stray cat, we'll take him home. The two beauties looked at the chubby figure pulling on the glass door and said. Okay, I'll help the two of you who haven't paid attention when you're free. The total here is 40 yuan and 60 cents. Are you scanning the QR code or in cash? Scan the code, said the beautiful woman wearing glasses, while the other one took out the chicken breast and chicken sausage. Mimi, have you been waiting for so long? Are you hungry? Meow meow, it's okay, I'm almost starving, but if you bring me food, I can hold on for a while longer. Lily, who saw the other party arrive, replied, staring at the chicken breast and chicken intestines in their hands. A scumbag cat that runs away after eating and wiping everything clean. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, it seems that you are indeed hungry, shall I feed you now? The beautiful woman who saw this scene smiled. Take a look at the eager little gaze and the chatter flowing at the corner of the mouth, and you will know that this cat is hungry. I don't know who raised this Mimi either. Surprisingly, he was cruelly asked to beg for food outside. Your speed is really slow. I thought you could come out first and feed the Mimi, but you're still tearing off the packaging here. The beautiful woman who came out saw it and said in silence. She finished paying the bill and came out, while the other party was slowly tearing through the packaging bag. Take a look at how hungry Mimi is. Isn't this a lack of dexterity? Said the beautiful woman who tore open the chicken breast packaging bag, squeezing the chicken breast and handing it to Lily. After seeing it, Lily took a bite and tore it apart. Sure enough, the little sister these days has money. When she enters a convenience store, she selects delicious chicken breast for him. Is it that such a generous young lady doesn't often meet, otherwise? He wants to squat outside the convenience store all day long. Mimi is starving, isn't she? Eat slowly, don't worry, it won't be good if you choke. Yeah, Mimi, do you have a master? You're so cute, why are you wandering around on the road? It won't be good if you meet bad people then. The two beautiful women squatted and touched Lily's big head, saying. Meow meow, you too, I almost forgot. There's still someone waiting for me at home, so I'll have to go back after finishing my meal. After all, the poop collector just broke up. Li suddenly remembered that there were still people at home. Is his poor fecal digger any better? Let him tell you, isn't it just a habit to break up? After all, as the old saying goes, the graduation season is the breakup season. If you open it up, it will be fine. There's no need to be so sad. At best, he'll see if he can take a little sister back for him. It's really not possible, he can also practice somersaults after practice. Why hang yourself from a tree when you have nothing to do? Can you try changing more trees? It seems that we have reached the point where Mimi is sad. Look at Mimi, she's not even talking. If your master is not good, Mimi. How about coming with us? We will treat you well. Just as Li was in a daze, the two beauties said. They looked at Li, who stopped eating while he was eating, and determined that he must have talked about the other person's sadness. Meow meow, thank you very much, but I would rather you could take in my poor pooper. Compared to me, I feel like he needs love more. Li muttered, and he didn't go with the other person. He is a cat that yearns for freedom, and he is about to embark on an adventure in a new world. You can't follow the other person, otherwise you might disappear for a few days. The other party can be extremely anxious. Unlike his current fecal digger, he won't be at home for a few days and the other party won't be so worried. Because the other party knows, he must have come out to play again. Isn't this our chubby fox? It's back for business today. It seems like you've been eating well lately, chubby guy. I haven't seen you lose weight before. Just as Li was thinking this, a familiar voice came in. A man wearing a suit with a briefcase and a worried hairline appeared. Are you the owner of the chubby fox? The beautiful woman squatting next to Li heard this and said. Of course not, two beautiful women. I'm the owner of a convenience store, how could I possibly be the owner of a chubby guy? I actually want to include this chubby guy, but he doesn't want to come with me, sighed the boss sitting here. Big chubby guy is truly a money-seeking cat, and squatting on his side, the chicken breasts and sausages in the store can be doubled several times. He wanted to include him as a money-seeking cat several times. But there's no way, this chubby guy doesn't want to talk to him at all. What can he do about this? You can only be casual with the other party. After all, this is the god of wealth in convenience stores. So. That Mimi is still very tough. Yeah, Mimi is great. With a raccoon cat on her body, she should be so strong-willed. The two beautiful women who heard this exclaimed, saying that the strong-willed cat was really handsome. Meow meow, no, it's just that there's a poop removal official at home. It's not that I'm very backbone. Li said after nibbling on the last chicken sausage, looking at the two beautiful women and then at the boss next to him. They didn't seem to have any intention of eating for themselves, and began to wonder if they wanted to run away. After all, there is a college student at home who has just been heartbroken, and he needs to go back and take a look. Lest the other party do anything foolish during his absence. Pang Dun is indeed a very backbone cat, but he is also a cat that eats clean and runs away, said the boss as he looked around at Li. These two beautiful women may not even know what kind of personality this chubby guy is when they first see him. But he knew very well that this was a cat that ate clean and wiped clean before running away. You have the best food in the world, and after finishing it, you can't even find a trace. Impossible, right? Mimi's family doesn't look like a scumbag at all. Find Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com. Yeah, Mimi is so cute. She must be a good cat. Upon hearing the beautiful woman say this, she didn't quite believe what the other person was saying. Mimi has been touched since they just arrived, and even after finishing, she still stops here. It doesn't look like a scumbag cat running away after finishing. Really? Then you can take a look now, the boss pointed to Li, who had slipped away from the two of them. This scumbag cat knows how to play easy to get and fish for big fish with long lines. These two beauties are so young that they thought they could keep the heart of this scumbag cat. Mimi, are you leaving now? Don't you want to play with us again? Yeah, Mimi. You play with me and I'll buy you something to eat. The beautiful woman who saw this scene said, but only the figure of Lili jumping down the stairs and the big head turning back 3 times were looking back at them. Meow meow, you two are good people, but I have to go back. The poop removal officer at home is still waiting for me. Lili, who was walking back, said and disappeared from the street corner with a few quick steps. How's it going? I'll tell you what, this chubby guy will run after he finishes eating. The boss shrugged and reminded him. The other party still doesn't believe it, do they believe it now? Mimi must be in a hurry to leave. As he walked, he turned back with reluctance. Yeah, maybe Mimi needs to go back and take care of the kitten. The two beautiful women who heard this said to themselves, and Mimi looked at them like this. There must be something urgent, not the scumbag, the other person said. The boss couldn't help but twitch at the words. By the way, they didn't see that big bell, did they? Going back to take care of the kitten. Don't deceive yourself.